What is going on, Jenna and Scott? How are you guys?
Doing
I'm
great,
doing,
Al. How are you?
yeah, doing good.
Well,
Happy
good.
Thursday.
Happy Thursday, and it was a beautiful day here in Virginia. How was it in New York?
It was gorgeous. I mean, fingers crossed it's not the last good day. You know, I
In Virginia, how was it in New
got the Avata out and just flew it around for a little bit. That's kind of what, I was out and about, just, in the neighborhood and just wanted to get some stick time in. That's kind of where I'm wearing this shirt, right? I mean, we've seen this shirt before,
York?
right? So
Trees
you
are
know where
dead.
it comes from.
Yep.
And I was just flying around the trees, and I'm just thinking, boy, if I got this thing stuck in these trees, they're like 100 feet tall. It's like I'm not getting this thing down. So I thought I'd wear this shirt in honor of that flight.
Okay.
So you put your Avata in the tree? Is that what I just heard?
Oh no! It's the fear thereof, and I'm thinking, just flying around the trees. I'm thinking, man, trees are dicks. So I've got that shirt. It's a little big, but I can, it's either that or wear it as a night shirt, sleep shirt.
Yeah. It was. How was it in Florida?
Man, the weather's great here. It's good flying weather. I'm not flying though. I don't have time to go. But
No.
man, it's in the 50s in the morning and like 80, 85 in the afternoon. So it's actually quite nice right now. Should be flying. So
It's quite
Beautiful
nice.
weather.
yep.
Oh, I hate when the auto completion is not working. When you put the outside and then the person's name and it doesn't work, you're like, screw that. Northside Hawk just joined. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's a rainy day in Melbourne, they said. Huh.
Well, that stinks.
Where's Ken? Place it here. He's down. He's down by what? Palm Beach. Where's Ken?
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine, north
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I think weather-wise they were okay with the hurricane, but that hurricane hit Florida pretty good. Of course, down in Fort Myers and Sarasota and that area. Sarasota not so much, but they got hit pretty hard. And then all the way go over to the center part of the state. Matter of fact, I'm wearing 101's shirt. And he got 4 feet of water in his house, and he's in Orlando. So
wow, that's a lot of water too.
That's Jason Shepard. He does remote 101, I think.
Yeah.
Wow. We had a few more people join. Thanks for coming in, Gary. And we also have Drone Views Media. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Yes.
And it looks like we have our guest is going to pop in. You ready, Max? Here we go. There he is. Look at you, chilling out.
Jenna, Scott, what's up?
Hey, Max.
What's up?
How are you?
Doing well. How you doing?
Great. So
I don't think it's a screensaver behind you, huh, Max?
No, I don't do those screensavers.
Yeah. I like this thing right here.
I bet I know who cut that firewood.
Yes, sir. Whole lot of it.
Hey,
She's vicious with an axe.
Watch Scott fade in and out.
Yeah,
Do a little LSD, man. That'll work.
I don't know. I guess I can see if I can get rid of that. I didn't mean to have it tonight.
You're good, man.
You're good.
It doesn't matter. It's kind of a good conversation piece. All right, Fly Zone just jumped in too. What's going on? He's saying
Love this shirt. When am I going to get one of those?
Mike, you don't even say hi, Al. What's up, man?
I like your shirt, Max.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I like Al's shirt. I need one of those.
All right, we'll get you one. I need to get Jenna. I have Jenna's made. What size are you, Max? You're large or extra?
Yeah, large. Yeah, yep.
And Jenna, I got you in men's medium. I'm hoping that's works.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It's stretchy. It'll work.
Yeah, there you go. No late, just right.
That'll work with that. Stand up and show us your shirt. That's funny. Okay, don't stand up. All right. Uncle Bill made it. All right, guys. So tonight we're just going to be talking about FPV stuff, right? And Jenna, you've got the Avata, and we all got the FPV. Scott, do you have the DJI FPV also, if I remember right?
No, I'm just strictly FPV, and then I got 2 camera drones. I have the Mini 3 Pro was my last purchase, and then I got the Air 2S. So
Got
now the camera drones, what do you like best?
you know what? Either one. I like the Mini 3 Pro because it has the remote, and I don't just rip it out, go fly. That's what I'm about. If I could afford the RC Pro controller, I would buy it, but I'm like, I can't get over the price of it. And not only that, I don't know, I don't fly it enough to justify it. But I do enjoy it and do have fun with it. I'm still FPV. I'm kind of taken back that Max flies that POS all the time now. But man, I mean, to tell you, I can tell you, when I watch you fly it, though, I can see it definitely doesn't fly like the others do.
No, for sure. You're right. Yep.
It's got weight to it, and it's sluggish. Is that not right?
See, now, sluggish, yes, because I think like the battery, it has, something built onto it where it only allows X amount of amps to go out.
Okay.
To save the battery, protect it in a sense. Flying the same, no, because it has like some jitters, but it doesn't feel heavy. It feels just like any other quad, but flying wise, it has some jitters to it.
Yeah. Okay. And the prop wash that it gets itself into is horrible too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Prop wash then?
But I mean, in a sense, if you put yourself in your own prop wash, it's still, all my drones have always wobbled, I mean, you get stuck in dirty air and it happens, the pig controller doesn't know what it's doing.
Yeah. Agreed. And when you drop it in or into something and you got to punch it harder than usual.
But I've noticed with it, like flying, like say you're just doing a straight line, you'll see it move a little bit, like in the goggles. But when you watch your video, you don't see that movement because of the rock steady.
Right.
Yeah.
So where's Tammie Jean? She I know she's got a show later on. So
yeah, after this one, but she's in the other room. She's talking to her daughter right now. She'll pop in a minute.
Gotcha. So Jenna, back to you to the Avata. I know you had a chance to fly a little bit around the neighborhood, and you did not get it stuck in the tree. Just want to clarify.
I did not get it stuck in the tree. Contrary to the reason why I'm wearing this shirt, I wore it in honor of not getting it stuck in the tree. Because like I said, I was just, trees are dicks, and that's just what I was thinking about when I was flying around these trees. Thinking I'll never get it out if it gets up there.
So Jenna, where you're at, do you have Spanish moss?
No.
Oh man, don't get by that stuff. That's a drone grabber and a half right there. And if you get in it, you're coming down. There's nothing you can do about it. So it's like a net.
You're staying up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wraps around the motor and just binds it up, man. It's just. You know what I was thinking the other day? I need, how at the end of the DRL races they just run right into the nets. I need one of those on my boat because if it's wavy and moving around, I don't want to try to land it because it's a small boat and it's only 19 feet long, and I don't have an open bow, so I was like, but I do have a wakeboard tower, the big towers. I was thinking, man, I could just string a net right across, just dive right to the net.
No, do it. Go to Home Depot and get the tubing and stuff like that. Make it any size you want and go get it.
I don't even have to have the tubing because I already have that cage, right? The wakeboarding cage or tower or whatever you call it. So yeah, you're right, Jenna. That's exactly what I was thinking. But I wonder how easily it will cut the net because These things are weed whackers, man.
Oh yeah, and you're going in that if you're gonna send it like they do, that's full power right into the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
I
Watch
mean,
it go through.
yeah. Empty in the water.
Well,
Oh,
it depends on the size of the net. I mean, if you get like a, like a soccer ball net or something.
well, and you can make a rope net. Again, my uncle, the same guy that did this picture behind me, he taught me how to tie. We used to make you could put hay in it for horses, and I can't remember the name of the knot, but we actually wove this whole thing. That guy there was amazing. He taught so much, and I only learned half of it. You know, I wish I could remember the other half he taught me. But I think of that many times, and actually, it's actually just like tying a net for a throw net for like fishing and stuff like that. So,
Well, there definitely have to be strategic square knots everywhere, right? And moving on.
Yeah.
So,
well, would you do your camera drone in it as well?
Hell no. Only if I backed it in.
Come on, it's DJI. Just run it right into the ground.
Yeah, it's an FPV POS, right? Hey,
I'll do it right after you.
I haven't seen Jose join in a while. How you doing, Drone Ops? Mendez Drone Ops.
Mendez, what's up, dude?
FPV's here. Uncle Bill's
Back
here.
trade.
Northside Hawk. Oh man, thanks for Drone Life RC. Yeah, Mr. JRC is here from Virginia Beach. So thanks guys.
John wants to know if that's a real fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's real.
Yep.
So how cold is it up there right now?
Oh, it's actually pretty warm outside. It was lower 70s today. So it's just for you guys.
Yeah,
it's pretty warm
on the fire on the wood burning stove. So
yeah, it was cold a couple days ago. It was down in lower 50s during the day, and probably upper 30s. I think. So,
sorry,
but it just warmed back up, and then it's going to cool off again.
So, Al, have you been flying any?
I have actually been flying the Autel product line lately, and freaking busted up both of my 5-inch FPVs pretty bad, man. Let me show them to you. They're pretty roughed up. All right, so this one here is, I don't know if you guys have experience of breaking an antenna inside one of these things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it really just ruined my air.
Okay. That sucks. Now, why was that? Because you didn't have the antenna strapped down and secure enough?
Yeah, the strap broke along the way too when it crashed.
Okay.
Took it all out.
They're pretty easy to break in there anyway. So
yeah.
So I'm rebuilding it, and so I stole a Vista unit, and so I'm going to be running Vista on this frame. But that's okay. I get to scavenge the camera out of this, which I'm going to. I busted the lens pretty good on this guy. You can see this one's the one I bash daily.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my daily basher. So they both went down, and those are the ones that I usually mount the GoPro 10 bones on it.
You break the bones too?
No, I did not.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, and the bone survived, but it's just part of FPV, and unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
tons of money. 20 there, 5 there, 200 there, 100 there.
Yeah. Oh no,
Everybody's gotta have a hobby
because this one's sagging too bad, and it goes on.
So Max, when you dove that 1,000-foot stack, was that on your way back from your trip?
Yeah, from Minefield.
Yeah.
I saw it on the way out, and I was gonna stop, and I'm like, I'll hit it on the way back. And then I was on my way back, and I drove by it. I'm like, should I? And I kept driving. I probably made about 2 exit passes. I'm like, you know what? If I don't do it now, I'm not gonna do it again. So I turned back around and looked at the phone for like spotting a place out where I can stand, and yep, yeah, it was fun.
And that was with the POS.
POS, yep.
So with the POS, do you feel more secure about range and?
Yes, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it loses connection, it puts itself in hover, and then after, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute, it comes back home. So
wow,
yeah,
that's kind of incredible.
That's what I love about it, because I can just send it, just send it to wherever I want to go, and if it doesn't make it, it'll come back home.
Yeah,
or come close.
I sent mine on the other side of the building and thought I was okay, and the next thing I knew, I was walking around to the other side of the building to get my quad. So
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's nice. And it makes you wonder. I mean, these little things, have so much tech in them.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't all the other drones? I know they're home built. It's kind of like everything a la carte, but why can't?
The home builds, they can have GPS. Usually it's sticking out the back. Do they work all the time like the DJI? No. I've seen them fail. Most of the time, sure, but there's that time where it doesn't go back. Yeah,
but it'll have GPS. But I'm saying, if it has GPS, does it then have it to the point where if it loses connection, it'll come back?
Yes. Yeah. You like before you start up, and that's another thing that I've seen with the home builds is it takes a little bit longer to establish a home point. I've seen my buddies, sit there for, I don't know, 10 minutes, plugging, unplugging, plugging, unplugging, and finally they get it, and then put it up. So there's been problems with the freestyle ones, home built or pre. Well, iFlight has a few that actually come with GPS and everything built on it. There's ones that are out there that are fully built. But I don't think that's reliable.
The long range quads usually have GPS on them.
Yeah.
So,
but it does work. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I've seen it fail.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the POS fail yet. It's always came back.
Which brand have you been using? Because I've been using. This is what I've been using here. Let me see if you can see it.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. It looks the same thing. Yep. Yeah. The same thing. Yeah, you never had a problem like booting up and waiting for satellites, or? No?
I have not, and I usually get like 12 to 18 satellites, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not expensive. You just need to know how to wire it in. That's the hard part.
Night Train says iNav has returned to home.
Yeah. True. Yep.
All right, I'm going to play a video for you guys. This is, and you can narrate here, Max, if you want. Let me see.
Oh, my video? Cool, thanks.
I think it is. Yeah, let's see. Let's put it up. There we go.
So I went live one night right here, but I blew a couple batteries first, and the POS batteries, you get 10-minute flights. And I went live, and the rainbow wasn't as good as this right here, but this is by a friend's house right here. I was over at his house.
That's incredible.
It just got done pouring, and the glow of the sun went up, and then I turned around, and this is what I saw. I'm like, holy moly!
Yeah, and it's got the doubles.
Yeah, double. Yeah. I seen a few doubles on the way home. I have more rainbow footage that I need to share. But on the way home, I saw so many rainbows from Minefield.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the POS is so. It just gives you so much more confidence to fly than a regular, 5-inch.
Yeah. I'm always scared to lose signal or lose vision.
Mm-hmm. Because I got a couple bridges I want to go to, and I don't think I was going to take my home built. I was going to take the POS.
I wanted to go in the Steam, but
I was looking at you right when you were there. So,
I wanted to.
Be gone.
And if I had permission to do this, I would go down in the hole.
Oh wow! I would go
down in there.
Hey, you got to have some kind of fear.
I'd sacrifice a POS.
As long as you got the footage out of it.
Yeah, as long as you get the footage. Yeah.
There's that infamous Honda.
And then this is just a rest stop. I got gas. I actually flew all the way. Can't see it, but there's a mountain way back there, and it had this huge rock that was just exposed, and I flew out there.
Oh,
But
yeah, I see that.
just did the orbit.
So it looks
then-
like it was a fun day, right?
Yeah. I enjoyed myself on the way home. I always do, you know. Like I always pull over and just relax, fly, you know, hang out. It doesn't matter how long it takes me to get home, you know.
So I looked at this rest stop, and there's no way in the world you could do that at our rest stops. We got so many cars coming in and out, and people walking all over them. And
I was very fortunate at this one, but I don't go crazy like this when there's people around. But I'll fly a rest stop with people, you know. I just won't go crazy like this, I guess.
well, that one there looks peaceful. That actually looks like you could actually rest at.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah. This is a place where you bring your friends and hang out for the day.
Right.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, so trying to find the gaps in a place you don't know is always a tricky thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah. So your split S's are looking real nice, for sure.
Yeah, I've been practicing those for a long time.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to do those.
With your
Power
airplane.
loops, I'm pretty good at power loops, but it's like my golf swing. I always slice left.
Ah,
So I'm always going left in my power loops. Always. I can never correct it, you know? Never correct it.
Well, that's better than a power driver.
Yeah, true. I've went a few roofs before.
Yeah.
yeah, man. That's one thing about FPV, and I try to describe people why I really like FPV was when I was on the dive team, you know, 3-meter board diving.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
You get to do all these crazy stunts, but
Mhm.
obviously, if you don't hit them, you end up having impact, right?
Yeah, that hurts.
and now you can do all those stunts.
Without it, well, it hurts your wallet. It doesn't really hurt you, but it hurts your wallet.
So now,
But yeah, from a slow cruise, just creeping around to flying crazy, you know, everything just feels so much better being in the goggles.
and you
Yeah.
put up the hood for what? Why?
Go
On your hood, was that your car with the hood up?
Oh yeah, I always, even though you know everything's good with the car, it's brand new. I always check my fluids.
Okay, gotcha. Is this
Yeah.
you too, or am I looking at a different?
Yeah, that's one of my live streams. Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, from the other day.
And that's the other good thing about the DJI FPV is you can do a live stream, right?
Yes, yeah. Well, you can do it from FPV drones too with the what's it called?
What
Skydoid.
My buddies, they use DigiView.
Oh yeah, that's with
Yeah.
the digital. Yeah, that was analog.
digital.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure there's something out there for analog as well.
It's Skydoid or something. I've got one. I've never really done it,
The
but
night train says Skydroid.
yeah, there we go. I knew I wasn't saying it quite right. So, Night Train knows. He's been around a long time too. So
Yeah, you're right. You would know. All right, so I'm going to pull up another video here, but so you've had a chance to fly to Nevada for a little bit now, Jenna. Tell us your experience about you doing your loops and maybe some split S's. How's that been? I find it really sluggish with my whoop. I'm just curious.
Well, I haven't flown the Nevada manual yet, so I'm waiting. I have some friends. I want them to fly a drone with the goggles, and they can't fly manual. So I've just left it in just like regular mode. And obviously, if you don't put it in manual, you're not doing any rolls, flips, or anything like that. So
it's not full acro. Gotcha.
So yeah, and this weekend is kind of probably the last time we're going to have that opportunity because I'm kind of getting sick of waiting. So, I've offered a few times, and actually tomorrow it's going to be the last time because we're going to go out and take pictures. and you're going to bring our drones. I'm going to bring the Avata, and if for whatever reason we don't get to it, well, that was the chance. So that was it. And then I'm going to, because you have to change the the adjustment on the sticks and all to make it
Yeah.
feel good. And that'll just freak them out.
I guess you don't have to, but to fly real FPV.
Right. And I know that, right. You don't have to, but I'm not.
You can have that spring always on there, but I guess it's better not to.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And everybody says that with the Avata, there's an issue. I think if if it's a really sharp bank left or yaw.
It's a yaw. It's a quick yaw around.
Yeah, it's a quick yaw.
Yaw left, it'll lose control, and that may be in part due to the rates or something. So, when I adjust the sticks, I'm going to play with the rates,
Oh, yeah? I didn't hear that yet.
Ken has different rates than stock rates. So I'll choose his rates, just kind of tone it down a little bit because people say it's a little twitchy, right out of the box. So.
Which, I don't have, my rates are low on pitch and roll, but my yaw is really low. I think I run around 300 in beta flight with my yaw, which is very low.
Yeah.
And then my pitch and rolls in the 600 range with a little bit of expo. That's it.
I don't think there's high as that on this at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the good thing there is just you just adjust them in the goggles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. What you're going to see here is the GoPro 10 mounted on this squat here. And this is just doing some silo diving.
Is it the crash? No, not the crash.
Not the crash, I don't think.
Come on, let's do the crash.
And there was a bunch of these cars parked everywhere. And I'm like, I got some wires I got to deal with. Don't hit the wires. Power lines, and don't drop it in the water.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need to have power lines on this, right? Just going like in the background.
Yeah. Have the whole tree wrapped in power lines.
Right.
And I'm just like warming up, trying to figure if I'm going to lose signal behind this thing or not.
We're not seeing it now if you're trying to show it.
Yeah, you're not sharing it yet.
Oh, you're not sharing. Oh, shit.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
and you're ruining my fireplace.
Yeah. It's a good picture.
Okay. I'm not sure why I stopped screen sharing. Why it didn't share?
Yeah,
I know. Wait. I don't know.
Scott?
Let me try it again. I'm going to present screen. There. Okay. All right. So this is the GoPro 10 footage mounted it vertically so I can post to Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
This is the city of Richmond, James River, and there's power lines there. I have to be careful not to hit. And I'm just trying to figure out how good my strength on my signal is before I start jamming on it. And,
oh, yeah. Yep, absolutely.
And this is the first battery, so I'm just like real cautious trying to figure out if what am I going to do? What am I going to shoot the gaps? Am I going to try to go through the windows, through the doors? What am I going to do?
Yeah, that's what I figured your warm-up pack is, figuring things out, seeing where you lose video, if you fail safe, taking it easy.
And try to pick a line that you think you're going to work with, you know what I mean?
True, yeah, because this is a new spot to you, so you really don't know. It's all mystery.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of, observing what's there and where my signals are, and then just kind of taking it easy here. Now, I think I finally decided just to do a short little dive. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get behind the buildings and look, behind these buildings and look. This is actually, you can see this whole building off 95. And there's those power lines you got to watch out for. You see them?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, what's over here? Oh, train tracks. And yeah, so I'm just kind of getting the lay of the land, trying to figure out what to do. and trying to get the signal. So I'm feeling pretty confident now that I was going to be able to get halfway decent signal. And then,
It's a nice flying.
Yeah.
and then, it's just going to be one of these things that just enjoy the flight, And believe it or not, it held the signal right all the way around all these metal structures.
Yeah, that's nice. That's good.
So where were you, in the parking lot there?
I went right below here. Let's see if I can see it or not.
So obviously your DJI goggles, what are you running for your transmitter?
The DJI controller also.
Okay. Okay. Oh, so you're plenty good.
And I parked my car in a parking lot there, and in the way out, I noticed it was a brand new Mustang. Somebody stolen all four wheels from it. I was like, I don't know if I want to park here anymore. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But this is a spot that if you guys wanted to come to Richmond and you wanted to do some diving, going through some windows, going through some doors, and some small gaps, I would definitely take you here.
Yeah, cool place.
Because
I'd be afraid of spiders.
And you got the parking lot I had not even explored. And then look, all these ducks start crossing the road. And that's where I'm sitting at, right where the ducks are.
Poor ducks.
I know, poor ducks. And I think I'm going over here buzzing again. I was going to try to land it on the rock, and I was like, no, I'll break something. So
Nope, put it right there.
that was
Just
that. That was done. So wait, what happened to Scott? He dropped. Hey, Scott.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have fiber now and supposed to have good internet. And I looked up and I was still here like everything was okay, and you were frozen. So I went over to YouTube and found out, wow, I'm not even there. so I'd say, well, I'll drop out and drop back in and see if that fixes it. But I don't know. Well, I was enjoying your video though anyway.
All right. So with that said, Scott, do you have a video you want to share with us? Or
actually, I haven't been flying. The last thing I did was, since this hurricane was going on, I've always seen this happen over and over and over. When this hurricane comes, everybody rushes in to help. Our state has done a very good job as far as preparing for these things. They know to get your linemen in here before the storm even gets here. So they'll actually stage in like North Florida or wherever, and then figure out where the storm's going to hit. And then they mobilize and go to that area. And this is the first time I decided to stop and make record of it. I'm at work. I said, you know what? I'm right by the interstate. I go out there and for 20 minutes, all I did was put my drone up, and every time I saw a lineman, I'd click and record it, and then click and record it. And you just get to see vehicle after vehicle going down the road, getting ready for the storm. And we had tankers going by. There was
oh my gosh,
generators going by, FEMA trucks everywhere. And so that was actually my last one. And I don't know, I wasn't prepared for that, but I did just a small, and it was really a tribute to the people that are coming in to help. Even today, I saw some guys coming in here, and I asked them, I said, are you heading down south? And they said, yes. So we still have people coming in this state to help.
That's great.
But I'm going to tell you, those people are going through a lot right now. I've had to do it about 3 times. And, when you have power, it's easy to live comfortable. But once you lose it, you're okay for about 3 to 4 days, only you're losing sleep every day. And so you start getting a little squirrely on day 4 or 5, and you just want to quit, and you can't get away from it. And, you know, you have to clean up. You pile up all your trash on the side of the road, and nobody's there to pick it up because they're in the same boat you are, and so it sits there for months, and that gets to be kind of demoralizing. So these people are dealing with a lot right now, and you know, but they'll get through it. But you just have to take it one day at a time. And really, it takes about 2 years to really recover 100%. But the first 6 months is pretty rough. You know, what do you do when you go and you don't have one flat tire, you have 2 flat tires? And I said, well, I got 1 spare tire, but I don't have 2. Well, and I didn't know where to go get a tire fixed. Well, I stopped a cop and asked him. He says, look, he said, I had 4 flat tires last week. He said, I can't help you. And I'm like, hey, you know what? That's a problem. So what I did was I went and bought an air pump instead. I changed the 1 tire, and then I got the air pump to air up the other tire. And I would go until it started running flat again, and then I'd air it up again. So you deal with a lot of new issues that you never even think about.
That's so true. That's so true.
So,
well, look who's here. Hey, Tammie, thank you for joining.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
all right,
Tammie.
Tammie.
You get to do your live stream a little earlier tonight, so that's cool.
Yeah, I was just trying to get some stuff ready. I feel unprepared every week, but this week especially because I spent most of the time getting my Etsy shop up this week, and
Oh,
I just realized today was Thursday, so
It's an 8 o'clock show tonight.
8 o'clock tonight. Yeah, just a little while. So
okay. Well, cool.
yeah, I might be winging it.
That's okay. And that's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't subscribed to Tammie Jane's channel or MaxAir's or Jackrabbit FPV or Jenna Cook's channel, don't forget to do that. The other things that I have to remind everybody, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And okay, so I was going to play another video here, and then we'll play some more of Max's. All right, so this would be another location that I would want to take you guys to. So whenever you guys come visit me, Jenna, Max, Tammie Jean, and Scott,
Welcome for a road trip. Heck yeah.
this will be a location that we can go visit. And it's a really easy place to go, and you'll see why. You're right in the middle of the city.
The flag's at half mast. Do you know why?
I forgot who died, to be honest with you.
So how long ago was this?
This was in midsummer.
Okay.
And so this is the shot a revealing shot of the city, and it's early evening, and talking about the power loops with a little yaw to it. Did you see that, Max?
Yep.
I'm the same way. I crank it a little bit left when I do my power loops. But this is the place that I like to hit trees also. I try to bust through here pretty fast, but it was already dark. I was going to a concert, and right, you can see everybody's trying to come in and park. So this would be a location that I would want to show you guys where to go fly. This is because we can get to the river from the same location we're flying, and we can get to the train track, and we can get to the city without really
Now,
moving.
when do you have fall foliage by you?
Yeah, we still do. Yeah, right now we still have full foliage. Then we're seeing a little bit of the leaves turning right now, but not too bad. Not like you guys up in New York, for sure.
We don't have a lot here.
Yeah, few trees are just starting. How about you, Jenna?
Just a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Okay. Might be more up north. Well, I think it should be, but yeah, just a tad bit. Yeah, I think next week and the week after, which is a little surprising given how dry it was. I thought maybe press things out a little bit more, but I guess it really didn't. Yeah,
thankfully.
So yeah,
we don't get that. Ours don't change at all. Matter of fact, we mostly have live oak trees, so they don't even necessarily fall or anything. You know, we've got a few that do. My fig trees leaves are falling off. So.
All right, we're going to play another video. I think this is going to be fun, and then I'm going to jump over to Tammie Jean's channel. We'll preview some of your videos, and so let's see what
just put one up
next for you guys to see. Present, and there we go. I hope you don't mind me promoting your channel here, Max. So
it's when I landed in the car.
Drifting.
He looked around to see what was going on too, didn't he?
Let's start that from the beginning. Okay, here we go.
Oh, but wait, is this the Enduros? Yeah, this is Enduros. They're so much fun.
Yeah, these guys are awesome.
Yeah, bumper cars, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Just hold it to the floor and
go. And if someone gets hit, they only move it off the track if someone's in danger. Otherwise, it sits where it landed.
Well, where
it's
it
snowing too.
And it becomes an obstacle to go around. It's so funny.
Now, what are you flying at? Look at that. I don't know, piece of a car went flying somewhere.
Yeah.
Where are you sitting?
We were actually in the middle of the track on this one because normally we sit in one of these sky boxes.
Yeah.
But there was a few of the judges took over there and wanted the skybox we usually fly from.
Yeah, usually that skybox straight ahead. That's where we usually sit. But we sat in the car right in the middle because they were on the oval.
Doing a police cruiser move.
Yeah. Little pit maneuver.
Oh, that's a good one.
These guys are good drivers. Very good drivers.
And this was in February. Like they were hoping there would be snow and ice on the track, and there was. You know, just ups the excitement.
Lots of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about your lens. What are you using to capture your video here? A GoPro?
Yeah, this probably was the GoPro 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Drone zone.
Yeah, the drone zone. That's where you were supposed to land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who drove the drone zone?
That's my buddy Paul. We met at the track. He fell in love with the drone and became my buddy. And he puts my name on his car and stuff. A few of them do it actually now.
Yeah.
A little bit. Little advertising through for the drone.
And they know if their car has Max's name on it, they're definitely going to be in the video.
Yeah.
So there's a bonus.
And it looks like you're using the DJI FPV on this one.
No, I was still using. This is probably over. Really, February?
February. You didn't have.
Yeah, I didn't have the POS yet. Yeah, this was my Copus.
Yeah, Copus with a GoPro.
Gotcha. And what's your flight time, like 3 minutes to 5 minutes?
With these guys, probably about 5 to 6. Because at their fastest, I would say they're probably doing between 50 and 60. You know, at their fastest, but usually they're probably doing about 40 miles an hour. Especially with the ice and stuff, maybe 30.
Look at that track.
Yeah, big wreck.
It's definitely made for bashing. Look at
all.
Yeah. It's funny because
they just leave the cars right on the track, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This class of car racing was always kind of last on the docket. We used to go and watch all these other classes of cars race, and by the time these guys started, we were exhausted. A lot of times we went home.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time we were actually out of batteries, but the race had started. I'm like, look at what they're doing. This particular race, they were putting barrels out in the middle of the track.
Tired.
I was like, what is this? And when we saw what it was about, we couldn't stop laughing.
That's a speaker. Isn't that a speaker hanging out?
Yeah, I was laughing at the umbilical cord of a speaker. MaxAir420, guys.
Yeah.
Check that channel out. He's really good.
Taunting the driver.
Yeah, ole!
Thumbs up.
Yeah. And not the first time he landed in a car.
Oh, look at that front bumper. Oh,
Yeah, it's
Hyundai.
pretty much like Crash Derby. You know, you hit people. As long as it wasn't truly intentional, like somebody T-boned somebody on purpose, you know. But you can pit maneuver people and push them off into the grass. Yeah, yeah.
Bump drafter.
Yeah, and then once a car breaks down on the track, they shut the track down, pull the driver out, and then they get going again.
The car stays.
Time to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? Who's driving?
That's Tammie driving.
I'm driving. Yeah.
It's so different flying in a moving car. Oh my God!
Max was in the passenger seat. That was the first time we tested that out. It was a rural road.
I know. You should try both. Oh my
Cars
God.
behind us, but
Yeah, that's what the DJI POS works.
which it was just people from the track, so they knew what I was doing.
That looks like so much fun.
Yeah,
It
cool.
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So I wanted to touch base on that flying from a moving, vehicle or boat, whatever. It's so different because your inner ears get messed up.
Yeah, and you're moving around, and
Good idea.
yeah,
So
she's
your
hitting
inner ear is
potholes.
always in motion, and you got all the
Stop hitting potholes.
Because I could that was the thing. I could feel every one because I was on the sticks and my fingers are sitting there already jittering, and then the bouncing would hit the control a little bit more. But yeah, totally different. Totally different.
Yeah, it is totally different. I try to do it for my moving boat all the time, and then you got the wave. It makes it even harder.
Yeah.
Too much.
Once
You could
put
be
the
a very good pilot and go back to the beginning again.
it's real hard. It's real hard. Let's see. Where are we gonna go? Tammie Jean, I'm gonna share my screen and you'll tell me what video you want me to play.
I don't know what video she put.
Your newest one.
Yeah, I guess the newest one.
You can see Tank Rescue.
That's right.
POS down.
That one might be long. So is that one long?
I think so.
No.
Look at those blue eyes right there. Okay, this
Black
one here.
Crash. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Oh yeah, I was doing a little vlogging. Music is from Epidemic Sound.
So it's not crap.
So I hope you educated Stevie how to drive up to it.
Oh my God.
We watched for at least an hour and a half minimum.
We missed the sunrise. Just walking, and when we finally got there, we broke into the back of a park. We could have parked in the parking lot. We got sneaky, going up through the trees, send up the drone, see where we are. We're gonna find a secret bando. But there's picnic tables up here.
But some awesome graffiti.
Yeah, it was so cool. I probably put a little bit too long of a clip flying around inside because I was just like, wow, look at this nice graffiti. It's all superheroes and stuff.
See, that's what HD does for you. You end up not flying. You're more just enjoying what's around you.
Exploring. Yeah. For sure.
Analog, I hear the argument all the time, but I'm sorry. When I came in, digital had just started, and it's like, what am I supposed to do, analog or digital? Since I was brand new, I was like, I'm going to take a chance with digital, and I had some analog, but I got rid of it almost immediately.
You made the right move. I mean, I started. Digital wasn't around when I started, so it's analog, and I went through 5 different goggles and so many cameras and VTXs.
So many cameras.
And when digital was out, I'm like, nah, I'm analog life. I'm not investing more money. And then I finally watched it, and I was like,
I'm in.
Bye, analog.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear
I mean, I
you.
understand why people stay with it with analog, but
Mhm.
I
Yep.
tell you what, the only reason why they do it is because they haven't either not seen digital or they just can't afford to.
Yeah,
Yes.
because
So,
then you're trying to upgrade everything.
I
Yeah.
mean, you know what? It's just like a TV. Which
Yep.
one do you want to watch? You still want to watch through the snow, and you have to hold your hand up to make
No.
it work. Of course, digital, it is the signal will totally go out when it's doesn't work. So it pixelates and it's gone.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
hmm Where
So
analog, it gives you warning. You'll start
right.
getting some snow, and then that's when you're supposed to turn around.
Yeah.
Or you can. It was just that little part where you're trying to go long range, and you can still go farther, and it comes back in. But it usually like goes to a heavy snow, and you should turn back around by then.
I mean, I
If
watched
not, then you're going out, obviously.
I watched the many TV shows where I could barely see the show and hear it, and but you just had to get to the end, So
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you didn't have that channel, Scott. You
What's
weren't
that?
actually paying for that channel, but you could kind of sort of see a peek of what was going on.
The worst thing I saw was my brother bought satellite, and of course a rainstorm comes up, so that's when you ought to be watching TV. Well, the rainstorm actually blocked the signal, and you couldn't watch it anymore. But
Yeah.
that was when digital just started coming in, and you had satellite dishes and things like that. And I think they've improved that now too. But
Yeah.
I'm watching the video, man. So you wrecked it, broken arm, went back home, came back with a ladder, and got it down.
Saved it. Yeah.
So I was doing freestyle on the bando, and I have video. I got to post that stuff pretty soon. But yeah,
That's right. You didn't post yours.
I was going through that bando pretty hard,
Yeah.
and he just popped up through one of these I-beams, dove
Dude.
back down into it, and hit one of those I-beams, and tank was dead.
It sounded like the Liberty
But
Bell.
but
I get my drink.
but technically, he's not dead. He powers back on. He's ready to go.
have you fixed them yet?
Well, I plan on taking them apart. I'm going to put them into a carbon frame.
Oh, really?
You
Wow.
Yeah, so we can see it right here.
Yeah. So one of those bigger I-beams that go across, I hit those I-beams
Oh,
head
no.
on. That one right there. But that arm technically was already broken. It was glued back together. But that's all that happened was just the glued arm fell back apart.
Well, thank God you didn't hit that gimbal.
Yeah. Well, I think it did, but I had to like recenter it again because it popped out of place. But I'm telling you, everything was fine on it except for the glued arm.
So
I
did
don't
you?
know how. Tank is a tank. Mr. Glass, you blow on him, he breaks. I swear to God. Just the other day, I landed like not hard, but like, well, I crashed in a sense, but it was a baby crash. Like I bumped a branch and like I was 5 feet off the ground, broke another arm on him.
Wow.
Tank, I run into an I-beam and he's okay.
I was going to say, is the I-beam got a dent in it itself?
No. Yeah, the I-beam.
So I put in the comment the link if you want to join our live stream tonight, guys. You can see it right there, 4 lines from the bottom right now. So hit the link if you want to join. Brad, jump in if you want, buddy.
Yeah, jump in.
Yeah,
Me and Tammie got to jump out because we got to start her stream soon.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah, that's right, 5 more
7:55.
minutes.
So
Yeah.
5 minutes away.
Yeah, 4:20 time.
Time, yes, I agree with that. Jenna has a big smile on her face too, so she agrees also.
Where's
And
Jasper at?
Jenna, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we're hanging out with Jenna.
Yep, Saturday.
That's right. Let's talk about the trip. You guys are going to visit Jenna this weekend, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah,
wish
there's
I
a lot of
could be
places,
there.
a lot of places fly up here in Binghamton. So, there's the new Dick's construction. There's an old power plant that's being torn down. Still, the smokestack is still there. There's the, what I call the playground. There's a nice alley of pine trees on either side that you could just
Remember your video. Yeah, that's a cool spot.
just rip down. Now, I only did like a third of it or so, but if you turn around and go down the whole side, then I mean, that would look pretty cool going down that pretty fast. So, and then just the rest of it, there might be some trees and whatnot turning up there, the ponds, big open fields.
Yeah,
So,
we're in.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see you Saturday for
Yeah.
sure.
Uncle
Yeah,
Bill
we get
popped
that
in
right.
for a
Big
second.
party at Jenna's house, everybody.
Yeah, party.
Send her her address.
yeah. I'll put it in the chat.
Hey, Jenna, can you confirm that it's a pajama party?
Okay, but we're out of here.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for coming
See you
by,
soon.
guys.
Later, Scott. Later, Al. Bye, Jenna.
Bye.
So I hear it's a pajama party, Jenna. Is that true?
Well, yeah, because I've got I've got my pajamas right here.
Oh boy,
There you go.
yeah, nice ones. Definitely should be a dentist this weekend,
See?
right? So yeah, that looks like fun. Let's see, Uncle Bill's out to the screen. There he is. He's looking at us through the steering wheel. Hey, what are you doing down there, man?
Oh, you didn't let me in time to. I wanted to bust a little chops because Tammie and Max accused me of not inviting them into my stream, and I invited them that night to drum, and they didn't do it.
Oh,
Yeah, they blew me. They blew me off.
And,
anyway.
and they left just in time again.
I know.
Yeah.
I just got out of work, and Al, you were here. Scott, you were here, right?
Yep.
You were here at Sticks. Mike busted my chops a little bit because I was having a beer at a bar. He goes, "Oh, Bill, Uncle Bill's at a bar." I was surprising. I don't hang out at a bar. I'm not a bar fly. Not that there's anything wrong with being a bar fly. Don't get me wrong.
barfly.
There's nothing wrong with that. But bar flies need life too. But I had a beer or two after. Just two. After work, after a long day. I've been here since early this morning, and I'm going home. And I thought I'd stop in and say hi to everybody, and because I have a problem. It's a streaming problem. I'm addicted to streaming. And if someone throws that link in there, I'm sorry, Al. I am going to jump on that link.
Thank you
like
for
that.
joining. Thank you.
I love you, Al. I do. Scott, love Scott, love all you guys, love Jenna. Jenna, we've only met one time down in. I don't know if you remember. We met in Texas.
Yep.
Yep.
You remember that? You remember that
Yes.
tall, fat guy? Yeah. Okay, that was me. And
That was the first time I met you. At Spin Up.
in person.
Yeah, let's spin up.
Yeah. And but Jenna did not come to the South Florida drone meetup.
I did not.
What about this April?
I'm hoping. I have plans. I actually go out and see my brother, and then from my
Okay.
brother, San Francisco to Florida, back up to New York.
Cool.
Yeah,
We're hoping too. We're hoping too. Everybody likes you, Jenna. So we'd love to have you come down again because I'm thinking we're going to do the Friday night thing here at 6 again. That's the way Ray's talking. So we'll see. And we'll see if I still work here. I'm getting ready to retire. What the hell with this work stuff.
Well, you can still
But,
arrange the meetup, right? I like that Friday meetup.
Yeah. That
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Oh, let's do it again. This time we can't have Al starting fights with the customers.
Dude, man, that was weird.
We had that at Spin Up too, and that's really nice because I guess Friday is when I first really got to meet everyone. And same thing at your event, at Ray's event or the South Florida Drone Meetup event. It's nice to be able to have that low key atmosphere to mingle and meet this person and meet that person at your own pace. So it was great.
Well, that's where we met for the first time. Yeah. But we've been on.
I met you in Texas too, but
Right.
But second, third time now each other.
Yeah, but you didn't remember me. I get it. I understand.
Well,
Okay.
it's true. I mean, it's that's just a little bit that was going on just before the storm. So that's what I was talking about earlier.
What are we looking at? Give us
That-
a comment.
So this was 1 or 2 days before the storm hit, and I just went out and decided to throw my drone up to see what was going down the interstate. And so I just started videotaping all the line trucks that were going by and getting ready for this hurricane. And you'll see some fuel trucks go by and military vehicles. There goes a fuel truck right there.
Yeah, I saw that.
And but you know, there's some generators that go by. But you actually see some people actually leaving too. So you know, some people are actually evacuating the state as well. That looked like a generator. There you see the RV going by, but there's a generator right there going by.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah. But I did this in about 20 minutes, and this was going on all day. So I just decided, you know what, I need to capture some of this. I wish I could have caught the hotels here that day before, because all our hotels were just full of these linemen getting ready to go down there. So, but that's all that was. I just decided I wanted to make sure I captured it on this one. Hopefully we won't have many more storms, but I know better. I've been living in Florida my entire life. So anyway,
I got a little survivor's guilt going on because nothing happened. I mean, we got some wind and some rain, but it was just another day in Florida. You know what I mean? We did no damage down here. Now my dad lives closer to you. He lives in St. Cloud, and Kissimmee flooded, and he actually had a bit of a river in his backyard. But aside from that, you know, and people keep asking me, "How'd you make out? Is everything okay? Is everything okay?" And I got nothing to tell them because my power didn't even go out. You know, I almost feel guilty.
Well, Bill, you probably know. I mean, this is why the whole state has to watch the hurricane, because it looked like Tallahassee was going to be ground zero. And look, we're inland, so we're not really ground zero. And
Right.
man, I mean, that weekend I'm coming home and I'm watching boat after boat go by, and everybody's pulling their boats out because it looked like it was going to hit the Perry area, St. Mark's area. I'll tell you what phenomena happened up here because of that storm. It actually sucked all the water out of our bays, and we had dry land where you should have had a whole bunch of water. And all that water just got sucked out because we were on the opposite side of the storm. And it was an interesting phenomenon to see. But you know, we didn't get hardly any wind out of it, and we got zero rain out of it. So, but we were far enough to the west that it didn't affect us at all.
We got a little rain. We got a lot of wind. I mean, but the gusts, 60-mile-an-hour gusts here, that's, you know.
Yeah,
we're
normal. That's a thunderstorm.
Yeah, kind of used to that. You know, you just put your plastic patio furniture away, and turn the patio tables upside down, and take the flag, take the umbrella out. You know, aside from that, I haven't had to put up shutters, which I don't have. I use plywood, and it's such a pain in the butt. It's so heavy that I haven't put it up in 3 years. And like I said, I feel, I mean, God, I feel for what's going on in the western part of the state. It's terrible. You know, it really is. But here, it's like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Except we're really busy. There's a lot of folks from the western part of the state that came due east and are staying in our areas. So I'm really busy at work, you know, because they're going out, you know, and they're going to go out and do something. They've been stopping at our place. So, which is cool. You know, they all seem to have a pretty good attitude about it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Stuff happens. You know, you can't. It's not like you can complain. I mean, most of the areas you got hit haven't been hit in like 60 to 100 years. A lot of folks think that living in Florida means you're constantly getting whaled. Treasure Coast, which is where I live, hasn't had a major hurricane in 70 years.
Yeah,
over it. You know, we've had a lot of tropical storms and some flooding, but it hasn't been bad. You know, I still don't regret going down here. I love it down here.
Were you here the year that we had like 7 storms and it kept crisscrossing over the state? Man,
I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell you, that year was a rough year because, as I said, you have to watch every storm, and you don't know until it gets here, which is 2 or 3 days before. And man, that one year, and we had 2 storms. I know that started in the Gulf Coast, went across to the east side, and then came back again. And then all of a sudden, another week or two, here comes another storm. And we had fatigue that year. But out of that, there was very little damage out of all those storms. I mean, it's but you know, you have to prepare for it each time. So,
I mean, it's affected us slightly at work. I mean, our bar manager's husband, well, living, whatever it is. Anyway, he's a lineman, so she's getting by without. She's getting by without him for now. You know,
and he's working his butt off right now too.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're coming into the end of the show, guys, because we're bleeding over on Tammie Jean's show. So we're going to do a shameless promotion real quick. So
Tammie who?
Shameless promotion. Yeah, shameless.
Did she send you a link, Uncle Bill?
No.
That would make a good teacher. Send me a link.
Oh, you know what? You guys would be welcome to be on my channel anytime. Love it. Love it. I will definitely send it. Sunday night, come on in. You know, we're still giving stuff away every Sunday night. If you don't mind me shamelessly promoting my channel. Every Sunday night, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Alexis has been giving away stuff. And, you know, I've even won a couple of things, which I kind of feel weird winning stuff on my own channel. You know, well, it's coming from Texas, so it's kind of from somewhere else. But we'll be doing it again this Sunday at 10 o'clock. He's an incredibly generous person, and we have a lot of fun. You know, we're not structured and intelligent like you are on this channel, but you know.
She's been giving away her own personal stash.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's got so much. She's not even making a dent.
Yeah.
Not even a little. You know?
Yeah, she said, "Oh, don't worry about it. This is a backup." And she brings out 3 of them.
Scott, what do you want to promote? Anything you want to promote?
I don't really have anything. You know, I'm just here to have fun, and I do enjoy it. So it's a fun crew, and always like to join anybody and everybody. And you know, Uncle Bill, I don't necessarily get to see your show live. Anybody after 9 o'clock, I don't get to see, but I always watch it. So I end up turning on, letting it be background noise or whatever, and I thoroughly enjoy them all. They're all fun. So,
Scott, I give you permission to call me Bill. You know, it's okay. You don't have to call me Uncle Bill.
well, you know what it is? It's funny because chat, I automatically type Bill, Uncle Bill, and so I find myself speaking the same way. So anyway,
Okay.
you know why you have to do that? So you have to distinguish you between Bill Thomas or whatever. So you have to put the Uncle Bill. So if I put John in, it's like, well, which John are you talking about? Because there's like 3 or 4 of them. So, and
there's probably more than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Jenna, what do you want to promote this week?
Well, I'll promote Tammie Jean channel. She's on. So yeah, everybody end here and pop over there.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's it. I'm promoting all the linesmen and all the people who are working real hard to get support everybody that's trying to help
awesome.
all the responders out there. So, all right, guys. With that said, let's wave goodbye. Thanks for joining, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a good
Bye,
night.
everybody.
Tammie Jean's channel. Go there.
Thanks.